What are you doing? You want to say hi to the camera? Say hi to him. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, that baby.
Here she is. Hi. She's gonna join us, except she might eat all of it. So
Hi.
she's not gonna join us.
My baby. My little baby.
All right. All right. Here we go. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Hey.
Hey.
Stranger.
I feel like strangers. Well, to you guys, we feel like strangers because we see each other all the time, even though we never see each other. But we haven't made like a video like this in a long time.
I know, this is probably the first video in about a month that y'all have seen us in the same take.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we will do like an update video because there's a whole lot of stuff that's been going on for the past month, and we're going to get down to the bottom of this thing.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. So yeah. Anyways, what are we doing today?
We have a very fun video, as you can see, with all the Halloween decor. It's a Halloween themed video because it's October.
Ooh.
But the cool part is it's a Q&A.
Yes, it is a Q&A, and while we're doing the Q&A, we're going to be making chocolate covered sprinkle pretzels. If you want to, if you think you want to, if you think you like us, like this video, subscribe, and
hit that bell.
Hit the bell. Do it. You won't regret it. And
that was me hitting the bell. Hopefully we'll have a bell sound. Tink.
here's the intro.
Alright, so we're going to figure out how we're supposed to do this little pretzel dipping kit. So we got pretzels, the chocolate flavored and white melting wafers, and then harvest sprinkles.
Harvest sprinkles.
Which are just brown, black, white, and orange sprinkles.
Ooh, this is getting scary. Simply microwave melting wafers in their container and dip. Use contrasting melting wafer color to drizzle pretzels, then shake on the harvest sprinkles for a touch of autumn color. This is so easy. So we're literally doing like two things here. But we're really here to answer some questions.
Yeah. Okay, so Colin's actually in the kitchen.
Woo!
And I'm pouring us coffee right now. But I'm going to go ahead and ask Colin one of these questions real quick. This is from Kaylee Addison, the gymnast, on Instagram.
What you got, Kaylee?
She said, do you think you will have trouble raising your baby?
Yes.
Yes? Why?
Yes, at first, but I think I'm pretty coachable, and I adapt pretty easily, and so yeah, it's gonna be brand new having a baby and not necessarily having ever taken care of one, and so that's gonna be new. But I think I'm gonna get the hang of it pretty soon and early on, and we're gonna crush it about a month in. So that's what I think. Also, and not to be like super spiritual or anything, but it's like the more I pray to have God lead me in different directions and just guide me in a leadership role, there's no way I can go wrong. And so I'm going to be very confident even through the screw ups at first, and then I'm going to be very confident even whenever I'm the best dad in the world. That's your answer.
And I think I'll agree with Colin. At first, I think we're going to have trouble getting the hang of having a newborn around. But I don't think we're going to overall have trouble raising our kids. Mainly because we have a whole village that is willing to help us out and pray for us and give us advice. So I think we'll be okay.
Oh yeah. The next one from baby.kayla206. This is my personal favorite. Have you ever made out?
There's baby in here. So I'm going to say no. We actually just skipped the making out step and made a baby.
Kayla, yes, we have definitely made out. Very good question. Yes, we have been married for over 3 years now, which is crazy to say. We've definitely made out more than once or twice. I would say probably 4 times. Okay, so we have another question from Sammy TBH. Says, are you guys still going to be doing videos when you have the baby? And then it says, and you should start doing daily vlogging.
Whoa.
Woo! Oh, by the way,
You
I'm
really
like,
went crazy with that one.
Haley, I'm going to go crazy with all of them because I want the whole pretzel to be covered.
What if we broke them in half?
You know what? Let's do it. Anyways, to answer your question, Sammy _TBH, yes, we will keep doing videos after we have Tucker.
Yes.
That is a decent source of our income now, so we're going to continue to make videos. However, we don't want to be like the parents that exploit our baby for views and money and stuff like that. But you're gonna see a lot of Tucker. Like that's gonna be a thing. You guys are just as invested. Well, not just as invested, but you guys are invested. Just like we are. So we're not going to leave you hanging or anything like that. So you're going to see Tucker quite a bit, and you're going to see our crazy life whenever we can put some videos together. Next question is from Landon J. Gooch. When we going to film another vid? Answer is soon. Soon. Here's a good question from Jessie May 50. I'll let you answer this one. How many kids do you want?
Okay, so we've talked about this a whole lot, and
Between 30 and 32 would be right around there. Would be awesome.
No, we've talked about it, and Tucker's probably going to be an only child. No, I'm kidding. Probably 3, and then hopefully we can adopt 1 or 2 or 5. 3's the agreed upon number for right now.
All right. I can't do this at the same time. All right, so here's a comment from Sheck Beck, and actually, we know these studs. So we're gonna answer your question. Most excited / most scared thing about becoming parents. I think the most excited thing is the fact that we've anticipated this for so long, and now it's finally here, and of course we're probably not the most ready, but I can promise you we're more ready than a lot of other people probably would be. So hope that answers that part of the question. Haley, what you thinking over there?
I'm probably most excited for these sprinkles to open. No, I'm most excited at the moment to have another little Colin running around.
Oh, God. She says that now because she didn't know how I was as a 1 through... Haley, dadgummit! Come on!
There you go, Lola. There's a snack. No matter how many horror stories I heard about Colin when he was little, Tucker is also half me, and I was an angel. But...
Doesn't matter. It's me as a kid. Doesn't matter. Dadgummit, Haley! Come on!
Okay, this is really hard to answer and do 2 things at once. I'm most excited to... Actually, no. I'm excited to have another little Colin, but I'm also excited, like, at this moment, like, I just want to hold him and squish his little face. And I'm excited to see what kind of personality he has, because I know he'll be probably a lot like Colin, but that's not such a bad thing, because Colin's an awesome dude now. So, I don't know.
Growing up, I'm alright, I'll admit that.
I'm most scared that he's going to turn out like Colin was when he was little. Here's
a thing that I'm not the most pumped up about, I guess. I've got 25 things all in one day going in my life right now. All 25 things every day need about 12 hours of my brain every day, and that's without a little Tucker running around. And so my thing is, it's going to be so tough doing everything that I'm doing right now in life, but somehow having to manage my time with Tucker and trying to be an awesome dad and be there for Haley and Tucker as much as I can be with how much is demanded of me in other places. And so I really believe this is the busiest season, the busiest year I'm ever going to have in my life with everything I have going on. And it's gonna be tough. Here's a question from Oreo Cookie 2002. It says, what made you guys want to start YouTube?
I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel.
Honestly, I think it was first because we kind of just, she was inspired by some videos and some other channels and people. But I also think it was because we actually kind of wanted to make this something that we get paid for. Like, this is fun, making videos, getting paid a little bit for it. I mean, it's not the most in the world right now. But we're getting paid a decent chunk, so it's just, I don't know. I halfway did it because of the pay. The other half was because we get to film videos and keep them, and they're going to stay on YouTube unless YouTube just all of a sudden crashes, which I don't see that happening. But we're going to be able to show our kids these videos. It's almost like an external hard drive. We got so many videos and so many memories of us just being who we are. So I think that was a big part of it. All right, we got one from Miss IL C13. At least I think that's how you say it, because I've got a friend named Miss IL, and that's how you say his name. It says, for Colin, what was the worst haircut and hairstyle you ever had? Two answers to that, actually. What? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Worst haircut or hairstyle that I've ever had. That's an easy one. I've got two of them for.
When you eat it like a stick.
You guys don't know yet. Here.
Go get it.
It's better if you eat it like a stick.
That was so uneventful.
The worst haircut that I've ever had.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to start with hairstyle. This might or might not be the worst. I had Bieber hair in high school. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up like right now. The worst haircut that I've ever had was one time I thought it would be awesome to have Haley cut my hair.
No, that is not the worst one.
It's not the worst one.
About the...
No, hold on. This is my question. So she cut my hair one time, and she's done it once or twice before this, and she did a really good job. This is whenever I cut my own hair, and she gets the back of my hair. Okay, so this is actually, you had one job. This is one of those moments, right? So she's cutting the back of my hair, and I see like she's back. I can't see what's going on, but I can kind of I can sense her brain working as she's doing this, and she's breathing a little heavy. I can hear it over the shears. She's really focused, right? So she starts trimming just like she would the back of my neck, and I noticed that it was at a part of my head that I don't ever remember being trimmed. And so I'm just kind of letting it happen, and I hear her brain start to figure out that this might not have been the best one. And I can't remember, I think she was I just hear just really subtle. And it's almost like I saw a meme one time whenever a tattoo artist says, whoops. It was one of those. She's back there, and I feel pretty high up there, and I hear and so she was like, this might be this might be a little short. So she showed me, and I have like a corn dog head looking thing, like way up here. It was like halfway up my neck here, like halfway up my head, and it would have been fine. But the worst part is, okay, it was summertime, and I worked at a high school, but I could wear a hat, right? So I wore it backwards and everything, and I couldn't do that in the school. We went to a wedding, and I was all dressed up. I was one of the ushers, and so I'm walking these people down the aisle, and I didn't realize at that time just how bad the haircut was. And so once I realized just how bad it was, we saw some pictures walking up and down the aisle. So multiple people at multiple times saw the back of my hair, because you can't wear a hat at a wedding. And I remember looking at some pictures of that day. They posted them on Facebook, and one of the very first pictures was the groom's table, the groomsmen and the bridesmaids table. And I'm sitting there looking at this picture, and I'm looking at the back of some dude's head, and I was sitting there thinking, how unfortunate to have that kind of haircut. Like, what was this guy thinking? And then obviously it's one of those, you look a little bit harder, you figure out that it's yourself. Surprise. And here's the other one. Miss IL, what a question. The other one was, I went through a phase where I was cutting my own hair. So it was just easier for myself. If I didn't pay any money, I just trim my hair myself. And so I was on the back patio one time, and I'm cutting my hair and just stick a 4 guard on there and go to town, right? Just do all of it the same. And so I got through doing my hair one time, and I had Snapchat back whenever I actually used Snapchat, and I was on one of my stories. I was thinking, you know what, this would be good for a story. And so I filmed myself. This is after I was done, but I had to act like I was still filming. So I filmed myself, and I was like, yeah, this is how a real man cuts their hair. And so I went to buzz it again, and I hear a zoom, and I was wondering, like, why did it make that sound if I was using the same guard on the same piece of side of my head, you know? Why did it make that sound? And I realized that I forgot to put the 4 guard back on there. I had taken it off to put it all up, and I turned it back on to make the video, never put the 4 guard on there. And the back of my head had a huge lawnmower strip. It was so ugly. And that was so graciously in the summer as well. So I got to wear a backwards hat for that one to cover it up until the other part of my hair grew in. But I made fun of myself like any good Samaritan would.
Gosh.
And like any other good Samaritan would, my best friend at the time, Levi Yancey, he happens to make fun of me on Facebook for it. So thank you, Levi Yancey, for doing that.
Gosh.
You're awesome.